So we're back with the panel of guys that have been talking about music, and we've got a couple reader questions that we got in that we're going to kind of address. One reader asked, can you really get in for $19 to the Summerfest ground stages? Because he had never been here before, and yeah, you can. I think we forget that sometimes because Summerfest is in our backyard. But when you think about Lollapalooza and how much that costs, or Coachella, to be able to get, to spend $19 to go for a day and see a variety of stuff is really, it's a really cool thing. I mean, any thoughts about that? About the the value of Summerfest?
Well, especially when you have an artist that you've been wanting to see for a while and they're playing on a free stage. $20, you can easily spend 30, 40 at a separate venue for a one-time show. But if you can get there early enough, check out some other stuff, get some good food or whatever. So for me, I really try to go when there's an act that I really like to see, so I feel like I get my money's worth. So
for sure, for sure. And then another question from Camden was wondering if you could only pick one day to go, what's like the most epic day to go to Summerfest this year? I would have to say, looking through the schedule, because we've kind of pre-assigned what reviews we're doing, June 28th seems like a really busy full day with a wide variety of stuff. That's the day that Sean Cootie's playing. That's the day that Paris Hilton is playing. But then you got also.
Which one will I go to?
Right. You've also got Field Report, who's a great local band. Zach Brown Band is at the Marcus Amphitheater. That'll be one of the biggest draws of the festival. You've got Andy Grammer, who's a pop artist who's got Honey I'm Good as one of like the songs of summer. He's playing at 8 p.m. But do you guys have any days that you're just really pumped about where there's multiple acts that look good?
I think the Rhymesayers Day, which I don't recall the day because I don't look at numbers, but that day is going to be like full and packed all day. Like it's going to be just spilling out. The last time it was, even it rained and it was still just full, like all day.
I agree. If people haven't had the chance to experience that's great, and that it's an awesome experience in the middle of Summerfest, and there's something for everything across that day. Expose yourself to some music you're unfamiliar with. You're going to be with great company, great music fans, and that's why I just really hope that Summerfest will emulate that with other genres moving forward, because it's been so successful.
For sure. Well, final thoughts, guys? Anything else you want to get across about the big gig this year? Bazan?
No, I think it's a good lineup. Like I said, I'm excited for some of these hip-hop acts that we normally don't get here in Milwaukee, so I'm glad that that's happening, and get to see Stevie Wonder for the first time ever. So I'm good.
Awesome.
I'm good.
Yeah, Jank?
I think it's going to be a good year. Like, the last couple of years have been great. I think this is going to be another great year.
Yeah, I think the last couple of years they really have improved in a lot of ways. I mean, last year's lineup I kind of blew me away in the Marcus Amphitheater. They got some really good acts, and this year with the Stones, with Kendrick Lamar, we didn't even mention Ed Sheeran. That show sold out like the first weekend. I mean, there's some really good acts that are playing that are really popular. Eric?
We also haven't mentioned Weird Al. And I got to be honest, that I caught Weird Al the last time that he was at Summerfest. It was one of those great rainy nights where they had canceled all the 10 o'clock stages, but Weird Al's fans didn't leave. So he finally came out at 11:30 after the rain stopped.
Wow.
And he's so entertaining. The guy, I mean, it's just a great show if you're able to carve out that time and catch a couple songs from Weird Al.
And there's Weird Al. John, any final thoughts?
Paris Hilton. Don't let me down, Paris. Don't let me down, Paris.
She won't.
Possible.
She just can't. Guys, thanks so much for chatting.
Right.
Thanks a lot for watching this podcast. And there's so much more coverage at jsonline.com/Summerfest. There's other show pics, details on food, beer, just the works. And during the festival, we're gonna have galleries and video interviews and performance videos and tons of reviews. I mean, definitely, we are the premier source for Summerfest coverage. So definitely check back to that. And guys, thanks so much for chatting. All right, see you at the big gig.